The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Trying play action. Looking to scramble. He'll throw one to his right. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the last several years, and it's not just run, it's not just eat clock, it is be aggressive, attack, make big plays down the field.
It's a really nice-looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, you know, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers, and then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass, it's Shager. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. It's great to send that blitz and get the heat on the quarterback, but you might need a little help on the backside with this guy.
Yeah, because now you're putting your guy in man-to-man situation against an elite receiver, and that's a tough battle to win. But you got to take those chances. You got to be aggressive. The offense won that one. At least it wasn't a huge game-changing play.
Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He's looking for an open man on second down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still third and goal. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Bama! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on third down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Trying to bully their way in. He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down.
And the offense will take over. First and 10.
First down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one, but not two-on-one. You got to see that, got to understand that they're trying to take away this guy. There's a reason they're trying to take him away. What else can I do now to take advantage of that defense?
So third and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
This is an an interesting decision now for the head coach. You're trailing very early in the game. There's a lot of football left. But you're in a situation where you could go for it here and try and answer after your defense gave up that touchdown in the opening drive.
Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They think there's room to run to the right here. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Wants to throw. It's Milroe. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Looking to throw for it. Back open in the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. On the run, it's Edwards. And they'll bring him to the ground. Gain.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Using the quick game. And good. It's just a short gain.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. And on that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
They've moved it to the 19, first and 10. They'll run it. It's Edwards. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, first and goal from the 7. Guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Just enough time to get off one more snap. They want to power it in on the ground on 3rd and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
This time it's complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I think this quarterback needs to do a better job incorporating the hard count. That was 3rd and inches. If you use the hard count, you get him off sides. Now you get a first down regardless of whether you get sacked or not. Think about changing up the snap count a little bit to slow down this pass rush.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's got him and they convert. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Low man wins, and he just smashed him. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Fullbacks are very unselfish. One of the most unselfish positions you can find in football. They block 99% of the time. When you can give them that rock, get a first down, those guys are really big. You know, they're really powerful. They usually fall forward. No nonsense, no jukes, just hit you in the mouth.
Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I'll say this, man, in college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack, once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
2nd down coming up. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
He's tackled at the 23-yard line.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got it behind the line. It's Edwards. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
And this is why check downs are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on 3rd down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. Catch in the middle, it's Taylor. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Makes the grab, it's Taylor. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Final play of the quarter coming. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Unleashes to the end zone. And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the books as we head to the 4th. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Unleashes one. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Hammers his way across the 10, picks up 4 to the 11.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a 1st down at the 23. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense.
He's looking deep. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Looking for more room. Oh, it's a fumble. Scoops it up. Still a live ball. Here comes that Alabama offense. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the fourth quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go out and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
He got nowhere, but now it's decision time. If it's third down, listen, if I go get this first down, there's a good chance this ball game's over. The clock's going to run out. So how aggressive do I want to be on this third down?
Well, I want to be aggressive if I'm on defense. You could tell in these last couple of plays, they've been selling out, putting a lot of bodies closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating the offense, trying to run the football, and trying to bleed the clock. Now, I'd get after this quarterback. I'd be anticipating throw here. Just send the blitz and really dictate to them to give yourself an opportunity to win.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Moves away as he feels pressure. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Now they'll try the right side. And he's a real nowhere man. In this no-game land.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Flushed out of the pocket. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the defense in desperation mode, trying to hang on to give their team a chance. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it. So you think they shouldn't run up the score like this? I remember an old story of one coach telling the other one, I only coach one team, man. It's your job to stop me.
Yep, I like that approach. That should be your fault.
He's at the 5. Unbelievable! The Volunteers will kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Golden. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. The offense set for a first down play. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Crimson Tide dominated the last time they saw the Vols, blowing out Tennessee.
Man, Reese, it was roll tide roll as soon as they got off the bus. David, they were bigger, they were stronger and faster, and it showed up on the scoreboard.
Oh, and Tennessee hasn't forgotten about it. You had a year to stew on it and do something about it because you had a lot of mistakes a year ago.
Well, it's a nice pickup on the play by the tight end there, but how about that massive hit on defense, keeping the tight end short of picking up that first down?
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Working that left side. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. They're bringing heat. And they got him for the sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Escapes the sack. He's looking on the right side. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play.
Talking to this coaching staff, they felt they had matchups in the passing game that they could win, and they wanted to test this defense and see if they could take the top off. Well, you saw it right there. Opening drive of the game, they're being aggressive, they're taking a shot, and they come up with a big one. And trust me, fellas, they're going to keep taking those shots because they've got some dudes outside.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be difficult if you want to throw an accurate throw like he did right there.
The give to the lone running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Eighth play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Getting some heat. And they knocked him down almost immediately.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
And he sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
On first down, here comes this offense. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. He's right on target. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And this big orange offense getting it done in the passing game.
And great execution by the quarterback. And when you think about Tennessee offense, man, when they got their trigger man, and they've had some great ones, Peyton Manning, T. Martin, Hendon Hooker had an unbelievable run. They find that guy, man, their offenses have been so hard to stop.
Feeling some heat. Had to get rid of it quickly. And he intercepts it. Got some room to run. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside. It can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game where you go back and you look and you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
On the play. Third down coming.
Here on third down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Alabama 6, Tennessee 0.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, going up top. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass lets his defense get the ball back for its own great field position. But this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got his man quickly. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead.
When you go option down here on the goal line, the ball can be basically 3 places almost simultaneously. Very, very difficult play to stop in a 2-point situation, and the offense comes away with 2.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Despite all the bitterness in the Alabama-Auburn rivalry, to many, this game, Alabama-Tennessee, has the richest tradition and carries the most importance.
And you think of some of the legends that have...
Picked off! He'll try to take it back. The 40. The 20. He's at the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown!